signal's flickering. Another anomaly?
Yeah. Are you losing touch with me when I find these?
Yeah, unfortunately. For a few minutes at a time.
Damn. Try to stay with me if you can. I need you to hear these.
The mad one is away wandering in lands afar. He searches for a way to resurrect his son, asking every leaf and stone for answers.
We can use this to our advantage. To steal the seventh, the serum, and the catalyst.
It should be ours, for all the suffering he has wrought.
Our lives are attuned as sympathetic strings.
When the time is right, just right, we'll go.
Hey Bex, Layla's back. I can see her here. Blipping and bleeping on your monitor. Layla, hey. Bex is fiddling with the back end, trying to get a fix on you.
No luck?
No luck. But she did show me how to decrypt your data packets. I just click a button when you've grabbed the data bits.
I got the data. Sending it now.
Troll cursed corruption lurks here.
If only Rose were here, she'd help me. I'm too old, much too heavy. How will I ever get this done?
Having trouble, Farmer?
Rose? Is that you? It is. My daughter, my child! I can scarcely believe it.
You are a little confused.
I've been longing to speak to you again.
I've never spoken to you before.
Rose, do not jest with your father and his failing eyes.
Very well. It is good to see you again.
Such a pleasure to have you at my side, Rose. But I'm so tired, so very tired. I cannot move these crates to shelter. Yes, Rose, right there. You were always very clever, child. Put the others there as well. Rose, you've grown up to be quite strong. That's the last of them. Come join me, Rose. It's been ages since we had a chat. White roses. Once we named you, it became your mother's favorite flower. The rose bush we planted by your mother's grave has grown all the way up the old oak tree. You remember? Just outside there. Rose, you're such a help. Let us reminisce, shall we? The tale of how I courted your mother.
Why not?
You never tire of that one. Well, as a young man, I was sent to a great lord to help with his livestock. That first day, I brought the cows in from the field, and there was this milkmaid. Her smile like sunshine in a storm. I fancied her. She fancied me. We found our way to a storeroom to make better acquaintance.
And then?
What? Oh, yes, what was I saying? Ah, your mother and I in the storeroom. Yes. Well, the Lord wandered in and caught us making merry. He fell into a dark rage and raised his axe, and me wearing nothing but a smile. Your mother had a quick wit. Why, master, she said, this boy can fetch you more milk than you'd ever have use for. Well, the Lord liked his milk, so says he, bring me this milk, and perhaps I'll show mercy. We threw in our smocks and ran for the cow pen, milked the cows in a frenzy, and carried back 2 buckets. The Lord spooned off some cream to taste. Satisfied, he had his servant set the milk in the shade, and declared more. In a thrice, master, your mother said, and we ran outside. How will we get more, I asked. The cows are spent.
I must know what happened.
Yes? Oh. The cows are spent. Your mother bade me not to be a ninny. She led me in a circle back to the buckets in the shade. We'll bring him these again, and call them new. So we brought the master the same milk again. Again he was pleased. Again he asked for more. And again we circled around. Soon, the master had 10 buckets by his count. So he gave us his blessing. We ran for the stables, stole a horse, and never looked back. Not long after, you were born. The pinkest little babe a father could hope for. We named you Rose. after the cow. That reminds me. Your mother's ring. She wanted you to have it. Here.
I do not know what to say. You should keep it to remember, Mother.
Such a sweet girl. I'll bequeath it to you when the time comes.
I must go, Father. Take care.
Such a delight to see you, Rose. Come back soon. Fidelis, never leave your side. Rose, you've returned. Sit with me. I'll tell you a tale from my youth. There's the time I caught your mother with the blacksmith. Oh my, yes. That's quite a story. And he never sat down again. That reminds me. Your mother's ring. She wanted you to have it. Here.
Thank you, Father. It will remind me of Mother always.
You and your mother made all our clothes. You were always a danger with a needle.
What? Dark spirits torment this land. Something is wrong. Foul. Curse it. By Odin, the curse is lifted.
I serve the young Athelred. He will rise one day.
Is no Alfred, from what I hear.
I lied to everyone, and they will never know. They will tell stories of me as a good man who served his lord.
Your Huga walks with a new beast.
was building a boat to carry my family to safety one day.
And what of the orphans you left behind? Did they get a boat?
A brigade of bastards. They are the only ones left ruling England. My people were of the Wiccan kingdom. Now we are ruled by Christ-beaten bastards.
Their own, they say. It's goat droppings I find work best for me. As soon as they're on, I feel healthy, head to toe.
That and good Corsair leeches. Have done with knife-wielding madmen.
Rip the dog off!
Nice gear!
Of helping you. Dear man, would you live under Edwin's boot? For that is where you will be if these supplies reach her castle.
I'd give them over to any man for enough silver. I've a livelihood to keep.
I had silver before I was caged, and I will again. You need only give me time. I'm as good as my word.
It's a crying shame, your story. But a few supplies ain't gonna rewrite the history of the world, woman.
Good friend. Your wares will bring death to the farmers and merchants of this land. Could you live with such a burden?
None of my concern.
Not until there's a sword at your neck.
There's Fulke.
It's for the good of your Shire.
You've lost your senses.
What's the noise about?
She's trying to rob me. I warned you, soldiers are coming to escort me any minute.
This merchant is taking supplies to the castle. Oil for boiling, arrows, shields, rations. I offered to buy them, but he refuses.
I don't sell on a future promise of profit. Edwin's a valuable customer.
Then I'll make you a new offer. How about a story? I'll spin you a tale in exchange for your wares.
That's an odd bargain, Dane, but I'll bite. Sing me one of your sagas.
The wild winds wandered, the seas spit salt. The night fell into slumber. Wise Odin rose and bade farewell. He pulled on boots of leather.
Bit of a slow start. Pick it up.
Long before the beginning, before you and I and the others, Wise Odin looked with his one wan eye and stared and blinked and thundered.
This Odin fella, he's one of your gods, innit?
The moon burns red, the sea foams gold. Wise Odin utters the words.
Right, this is not what I wanted. Stop it, will ya?
The snake writhes, Loki yawls, poison drips from the mouth.
Enough, enough! Is this some sort of Nordic curse? Run! Go!
How does it end?
They all die. He said soldiers are coming. We can use these oil jars to surprise them. Fewer reinforcements for Edwin.
I see visions of burning men, the screams of soldiers aflame. If we place the oil and supplies near the hay along the road, it will burn like hellfire when the soldiers arrive.
Take position on that bluff, and watch for the soldiers, would you?
You'll hear me howl as the men approach.
This place is heavily guarded. What was that?
My howl. Edwin's men approach. Prepare yourself! The soldiers are close. That overhanging branch is a good vantage for a first strike. Spring the trap now.
God damn you!
That's the last of them. Edwin will be waiting for aid that never comes. Something wrong?
No. No, quite the opposite. At Sancte Albanus, your brother claimed kinship with the gods. Is it true? Is he descended from the Archon's children, the Isu?
Not to be blunt, Fulke, but only half of what you say ever makes any sense to me.
Forgive me. I often presume too much of my audience. Men who fear damnation, when ignorance is the greatest of all evils.
Ignorance of what?
What a perfect sentence. I'll ask more simply. Could your brother be descended of the gods? Or could he be a god himself?
I don't know. I want to deny it, but I've seen things in my life. Visions, prophecies. It's difficult to explain.
Heed your visions. Always. You may have been touched by true knowledge.
Sigurd is only a man, the son of a king and my brother. He may think highly of himself, but he is no god.
Yet it's possible his line of kings was fathered by a god. In ages past.
We haven't time for these fantasies, Fulke. It's time I regroup with Gidrich, to see how his assault preparations are coming along.
Godspeed, Eivor. I will stay here, to pray for the souls of the dead before I join you.